What's up, Goons? Time for another Game Goons TV B-side. The latter half of the discussion that was had after the Gato reveal, it will now be presented to you. This one is heavily about the SWC Tour, so get ready because some opinions are about to drop. Y'all enjoy it, and make sure you like and subscribe.
So I can't wait for people to realize that they only like KOF.
Yes.
When they thought that they liked every SNK product. It was like, oh, what? I guess I am a KOF only guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember when Samurai Showdown came out? Yeah, when Samurai Showdown came out, almost all the KOF players like, I'm only playing this until the next King of Fighters comes out. I don't care about this game. I'm like, oh, okay. And that was it. Like this, they all dropped, and you know they also dropped it because the online. Like as soon as lockdown hit, people just stopped playing it.
Well, now they gotta start playing it again because it's a part of the SWC, baby.
It is. And what is it? Is Frosty the first qualifier spot for it?
I believe so, yeah.
First and only that I know of.
They only announced one. Oh,
they only announced that, and we still don't have a date for the actual finals. So,
but they did say that US is getting eyeballed.
Yes, there was a tweet from one Yasuyuki Oda where they discussed.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He mentioned that they were eyeballing a location for the finals, and they're looking at the U.S. Earlier this year, we did it in L.A., so if they do U.S. again, L.A. would be pretty cool, or they can go to Connecticut. I don't know. Connecticut, baby. But yeah, so that's all we know. We know that there's games being added to the SWC and that they're thinking about having it in the finals in the U.S. I'm anticipating there'll just be more qualifiers in general now.
So if they're going to add classic SNK games, one thing that they just announced was KOF 13 is getting a Steam release.
Yep.
Are we getting KOF 13 in SWC?
It's a classic to me, Abe. It's absolutely a classic in my heart.
Oh, my heart. It's a classic to me, guys.
It makes sense. I mean, if objectively, if you want to put one game in the tour, that's a classic King of Fighters game. It's either it's 98 or it's 13. And realistically, worldwide, 13 was the game.
Yes.
It wasn't 98. It wasn't 2K2. It wasn't 11. It was 13. So it makes sense to make 13 that game. Did they say how many classic titles? Are we going to theory craft here?
They just said classic titles, and then the tweet ended.
Dude, let me tell you something. The
message blew up.
If they're going to really get in their bag, and we see a Last Blade game
in
SWC,
my head will explode.
I will be on the floor for that.
Hold on. So the tweet, I had to scroll up in the Discord. The tweet says Samurai Showdown 15, City of the Wolves, classic titles.
Oh yeah, I forgot he said City of the Wolves.
Three games so far, and however many classic titles. How long is finals gonna be?
Dude,
bro, who knows? Because we had one game. Last time we had
like 3 days last time.
One game, and that was 3 whole days.
Holy crap. So if they're going to include CLTW's got to be like 8 people, maybe invitational. I don't know, man.
Okay, so
2 weeks, bro. It's like the Olympics.
The game comes out late April, right?
Yeah.
So is it going to be a pre-launch exhibition, or is it going to be a post-launch?
Exhibition
thing, because if it's pre-launch, it has to be an exhibition.
Yes,
it can be an exhibition tournament like we did at Evo, but if it's post-launch, are there going to be qualifiers for it? Is it when is it going to happen? Because post-launch, right after is Evo Japan,
and it's not even there.
Yeah, and then
KOF 15's there, and I'm suspicious that it's going to be another qualifier spot.
2 qualifier spots
at Evo Japan, dude. Yes, I know. It's crazy. When they announced that it was going to be a main game at Evo Japan in 2025, I was like, this is the first time this has ever happened. Unprecedented.
Well, so what about them classic games? What do you guys think those are going to be, and how many of them?
I think that we should get at least. There's so many you can choose from. I feel like you do yourself a disservice by only choosing one. But if I have to choose one, I do want it to be Last Blade. I think Last Blade is something that it's an arm of SNK that I feel like has a lot more to give to not only the company but the fan base overall, and also the general fighting game community. We've had many people inside and outside of the SNK fandom saying they like the game. They mess with it. Justin Long plays everything, but he plays people specifically enjoy watching him play Last Blade and other classic SNK titles. So it's not like there's no juice there.
Didn't Wooly share like pretty deep knowledge of Last Blade?
Did he?
I swear he did. He did like a whole post about it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He did a YouTube video about it, about how much he loves Last Blade.
My
point is, if it's hitting those groups of people, then it's definitely got mass appeal. And I feel like the game has had that. Maybe not gameplay wise, participant in tournament wise, but as an IP, I think it's really strong. It's a more modern game, in my opinion. Yeah. It's more modern. Like Samsho is pretty old school, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Last Blade can go in so many directions with what it already has at its base, that I feel like it'll have a bigger mass appeal. And funny me saying that though, Samurai Showdown had pretty mass appeal when it came out.
Huge.
The new one.
Hey, what do you think of the classic games? Games. Do we all just pick one, make life easy?
I'm just gonna do one.
So here's the thing. I can't. While I would like, I think directly in my mind it would be like, all right, let's go real classics. Let's go for the real stuff that people are like would not argue about. I would say 98 FE is like 100% shoe in, without a doubt. And I would love to see that community go ham. Like, there's so many good players that play 98 FE. Like, man, I don't know if these people will be able to travel or what, but there's people even in our own community that play that as a side game at this point. Maybe played it pretty serious back in the day. They're so good at it. It's just so fun to watch too as a spectator that I feel like that's an easy shoe-in. But I don't know if that's going to be a choice or if that's the best choice, considering that there's already a KOF game being featured as a main game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the only thing that makes me think like we're definitely not getting KOF 13, although it would make sense. But like, what is the vision of the company right now? And it seems like they want to expand their IP. So I don't know. To me, 98 FE is the easiest choice to pick to get added into this. But I don't know. I don't know if we get over that hurdle of, but that's already a KOF game and we already have KOF. But I would bet FE. FE would be my
I'm actually surprised if it's not Mark of the Wolves.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. So the games that make sense are the games that have the re-releases with rollback and all that. 2K2 UM, 98 UM.
No
FE.
way, 2K2's making it in. This.
I'm saying the ones that make sense. I didn't say it's making it in. Mark of the Wolves, Last Blade, 5 Special, 97, and then now 13. Those are the games that make the most sense. I would love to see FE in there. They're saying classic titles, and I do agree with you. They've said that they're trying to do more with their classic IPs. Does that mean in esports as well? If so, I'm gonna throw World Heroes Perfect in there.
Whoa,
can they? I thought that was 80K.
SNK should have all the 80K stuff. If I remember right. Because you got to remember, Battle Coliseum had 80K characters in it.
Very true.
And I would say Battle Coliseum should be like that. That needs to be brought back.
Man,
if they say, hey, we got a PC, we got a Steam release for Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, and it's gonna have an exhibition tournament at SWC Finals. Oh, dude, I'm like, they won. They have everybody's attention.
So if it's a game I want to pick, it's gonna be FE. Something that makes sense, 13 and SWC Chaos, because Chaos just came out 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And 13's coming out next month on Steam. Those make sense. But I would, again, you're doing old IP stuff. It's one of two things. You bring back an old Fatal Fury game. You bring back it's essentially bring back Fatal Fury, old Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, World Heroes, Last Blade. to expand your IPs. You can do some other stuff. They can do Gangan or ADK, Aggressive Dark Combat.
Yeah.
But that's different. That's not a.
You're gonna find some people in the trenches for that, basically.
Well, I think most of those old games, like other than like FE and a few others, you're gonna find those grimy players. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean people like me. When you guys play me, Mark of the Wolves, I just do like dumb things against you. You're gonna find those people for all those old games. And hey, I'm one of those people for a lot of those games. I just don't play them anymore.
I'm pretty sure you know a lot of those guys personally, so.
It also makes sense to have FE because we're aware that it does have a community that would come out for tournaments for it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of crossover with people that are already
like China shows up for FE. Like, what the fuck?
China doesn't really play FE.
Really? Oh, that's right. They play vanilla. That's right.
Yeah.
So it just beat Japan?
We get score in there, bro. I beat him, dude. So he ain't. I'm just saying.
No,
I played him online.
I have a question for you guys, and this is a very important question. We have, again, Samurai Showdown, City of the Wolves, KOF 15. Are those all getting qualifiers? Because we know Samurai Showdown has qualifiers. We know KOF 15's got qualifiers. Will City of the Wolves have qualifiers? And then the classic games, are they going to do qualifiers somehow for what are these other ones? Or is it going to be, are they just going to do a turn like, hey, we're bringing back a classic game. You show up, play, I don't know, SWC Chaos here in person in a one-off tournament. That's it. This is a one-off thing.
Dude, what if they announce like 2 months out, hey, we're going to have Real Bout 2 for one of the classic games. Somebody's going to give away their life savings just to show up to the tournament and win. Well, I don't know that community that well, but I'm sure whoever is considered the top player is like, yep, time to cash it in. I'm going to go win all this money.
I know a few people that would do that.
$30,000 is mine,
if there's big money behind it. I know people that would do it.
Because there's just not enough time for a new person to pick up those games and then beat the people that are the best at that game.
Yeah. So I disagree. I think there is, if you're a Sonic Fox, a Justin Wong.
Maybe Justin Wong could do it. But
Justin Wong plays those games though.
He still plays.
Yeah, the thing you guys aren't taking into account is someone is gonna do that, but Real Bout 2 has never been on this grand stage. You think an online only Real Bout 2 player is going to be able to go to an offline tournament and deal with all
so all of them are susceptible to lose to Justin if that's the case.
That's one thing. That's my point.
Because he's a real competitor, and that
would be pretty cool to see, actually.
All right,
that would be pretty cool.
But I honestly only think that Justin's the only capable one to do this, and willing participant to do that.
Willing, yes. But so you say willing right now. If they say like, hey guys, Real Bout 2 tournament, 50 G's goes to the winner.
Hell no, that is not gonna happen.
But if it did, I do think you get those guys to come out.
Okay, yes, but
because I'll say this right now, there's definitely an understanding in the FGC that yes, SNK players have skills, they're strong players, but not all of them. Not all of these guys play their game at a level where they can just beat anybody. You know. I think we see the best of the best every year, and then there's like this tier of people that are just like, man, they are so used to playing each other that they look ridiculous when they're in action, you know. But you throw them up against somebody like Justin Wong, and they're just like, man, I don't think this guy really plays this game like that. Good example. Remember that 98 FE video we watched where that dude from
oh my god,
South
you couldn't wait to bring this up somewhere.
Right?
You couldn't wait to bring it up.
Wasn't even the first pick on the team, and they put him against Shanghai, and Shanghai's over here picking random select and a long set.
Dude, there's a little documentary that was made in Spanish talking about that set. You know how many views that thing got?
That's crazy.
Dude, content made out of that content got crazy amount of views.
Now imagine that happens in like COTW, Real Bout 2, like Mark of the Wolves, like it would kill.
So yes. I get what you guys say. I get what Gibby's saying, but if we got to be realistic here, really, only person that's going to do that is Justin, and he would come out. Yeah. He would be like, hell yeah, I'll enter all the games. So
I think we get Punk for one.
That was the person I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
What about Smug?
Smug's
Smug probably, but he's not at the level that the others are.
I got you.
You would have to actually play with those guys seriously.
So he played Mark of the Wolves for a bit, and I watched him. He's not bad, but he's not where Justin is. Justin, I would put money on Justin beating the majority of people in whatever the hell game they play. Like, no matter how good they are, I genuinely feel Justin is that strong of a player. Back when I was like serious competitor, like top level, all that stuff, I played other people in other games, other high level players in other games. Justin is the only one that I've ever played that can jump from game to game to game to game, that can do that. Whereas, like, I've played a lot of these top level KOF players in other King of Fighters games. Not that good compared to what they are in, like, the game they play. I've played them in Fatal Fury games, Mark of the Wolves, Samurai Showdown, so on and so forth. They're not as good as they are in their dedicated game. Like, I'm a 98 player, that's my thing. I can't jump to these other games and do it. Justin, I guarantee you can get 98, 2K2, 2K1, 2000, 94, whatever you want to play. He'll hop and do it. And I do think Punk is capable of doing it. I do think Sonic Fox is capable. There are players that are just capable of doing that. It's just a matter of, like,
getting them interested.
Is there a reason for them to do it? And if the way Justin used to be back when he was an active, like, I don't know if he's still active competitively. I think he's just content creator mode and commentator now. But he's like, hey, I'm here for this Marvel tournament. Oh, they're doing KOF 11 over there and 2K2 and Mark of the Wolves. Yeah, I'll enter those two. Why not? That's what he used to do.
He was doing. He did that for 13, like several times.
Hell, what was it? The first NEC back where was it? Reynolds won, Answer second, Justin Wong third. That's what it was, if I remember right. And that was the launch KOF 13 tournament. Like, people, all these, like, more, I hate saying smaller niche communities, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
People in their own communities, like, oh, no one can come to our community and beat our players. That thought process has needed to go years ago.
The Samurai Showdown top 8 at EVO proved that wrong immediately.
Yeah.
Not even top 8, top 16. Dude, all world-class players. They were all world-class.
Insane.
And I think that's the thing too that Gibby's getting at is, and this happened with 13, where it's like anybody that wasn't at a world-class level is gonna get wrecked by Justin Wong, even if he had way more time with the game. Like, the only one that wasn't susceptible to that was for sure Reynolds, and to an extent Romance.
Bala as well.
I mean, I wasn't counting Bala because
we never saw him play anything other than 13, right? At the time.
No, he was there for 13, but I feel like he didn't go to every tournament.
No, Bala didn't go to everything at first, and then he started traveling.
And that NEC one, I don't think he was there, right?
No, he didn't go. He couldn't.
So yeah, I mean, for sure. Bala's also, so for sure. Let me take that back. You're right. Reynolds and Bala, world class.
Oh, for sure.
But I do have to, with the caveat of, like, hey, 2012 happened, and he was definitely the better player, and not that day though.
You know. We're already almost 2 hours into this, and I can go on for 20 minutes about how that freaking almost ruined.
Are we really?
We're like an hour and 27 minutes into this, yeah.
All right. Well, let's head towards the end of this.
I want to put a pin on
this.
It's
a full-blown podcast.
I'm going to say, I'm about to do a whole episode of how that ruined his life. But, absolutely, just so many questions left behind this week alone for the future of SWC. But I'm excited to see, like, where it goes. I mean, if COCW is looking this good already, and it's going to be the spearhead carrying SNK into the new generation of fighting game players and whatnot, you know, I think they got a winner.
Yep, I'm excited to see what else they put out. This is a great trailer, in my opinion. Great redesign, great showcase of the action we look forward to seeing. The future, like, changes and stuff, new stuff. This is a great way to end the year. I'm assuming we're not going to get anything else after this.
No. What do you mean, like from SNK?
Yeah, until the next year.
Oh no, probably not until January or February.